Donald and Douglas are twins and had arrived from
Sparta!
The Fat Controller, but only one engine had been expected. The twins meant well, but did cause confusion. The Fat Controller had given them numbers. Donald 9, 9, 9, and Douglas 10. But he was still planning to send one engine home. There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to Shut up, said James. It's not funny. Douglas. Things always went wrong when he had to take it out. His trains were late and he was blamed. Douglas began to worry. Donald, his twin, was fat. There's a brake van in the yard, said Donald. It's to leave you behind I'd be wanting. You can't, said the van. There's a brake van in the yard. Fuck are you? Donald burst out. You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spot Duggie, would you?
You must die!
Oh, oh, oh! Cried the van. There's more coming, should you misbehave. The van behaved better after that. Until one day, Donald had an accident. The rails were slippery. He couldn't stop in time. Fat Controller was Fat I am Fat Donald. I did not expect such, clumsiness from you. I had decided to send Fat Douglas back and keep you. I'm sorry, sir, said Donald. I should think so, too. You have upset my arrangements. Now,
you must die!
While you have your tender mended. James won't like that. The Fat Controller was fat. James grumbled dreadfully. Anyone would think, said Douglas, that Donald had his accident. I heard tell about an engine and some tar wagons. Shut up, said James. It's not funny. He didn't like to be reminded of his own accident. Disaster lay ahead. Well, 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 said Douglas. Surely, James, it wasn't a you. You didn't say. James didn't say. He slouched sulkily away. He's James, sniggered the spiteful brake van. We'll try to make him James to still. Hold back, giggled the trucks to each other. James did his best, but he was exhausted when they reached Edward Station. Luckily, Douglas was there. Help me up the hill, please, panted James. These trucks are playing trucks. We'll show them, said Douglas. Slowly but surely, the snorting engines forced the trucks up the hill. But James was losing steam. I can't do it. Play it to me, shouted Douglas. God was anxious. Go steady, the van's breaking. The van was in pieces. No one had been hurt, and soon Edward came to clear the mess. The Fat Controller was on board. I might have known it would be James, he said. Douglas was fat, sir, said Edward. James had no steam left, but Douglas worked hard enough for 3. I heard him from my yard. 2, said the Fat Controller. I don't want to be fair, Douglas, but I don't know. I really don't know. The Fat Controller was fat, but that's another story.